He rolls the middle of the corner so well, but corner exit, Blaney pinches him off. Doesn't give him any room. Look how low the 3-car was on corner exit.
Lower box, grandfather Richard Childress. In his driving days, Richard did some 19 starts here. He would love to see his grandson go back to victory lane and keep the points and the playoff berth this year.
Best run on corner exit right there that Austin has had.
That gold car, the 51 of Cody Ware, 3 laps down, but fresher tires. He's trying to get one of his laps back while he has the fresher tires here. He's trying to stay out of it and trying to go by at the same time. He's finally going to turn left to go 3 wide.
And they're coming up on Ross Chastain.
You know what's amazing is these guys battle like this. They're only about a half of a tenth slower than Alex Bowman.
It hasn't brought Bowman into the mix at all. In fact, Bowman's bled a little bit of time. It's out to 3.6 seconds now. So it was closer a little earlier.
I have about 10 laps away from what I would consider to be a standard 2-stop strategy here. About lap 345 or 346 is when the leaders would be expected to pit. But remember, 1 lap earlier was the difference maker as this battle continues.
I want this to get taken down. I have an idea.
And looming large in their mirrors is Carson Hocevar on that 3-stop strategy for this final stage. Hocevar's entering turn 1.
I just got to do this.
Top 2 are coming off.
He's got to take it right here. He's got track position. Old Blaney. He's got to overdrive this entry and kind of run Blaney up the racetrack. He's got to make this pass.
Blaney's been relentless though, Jeff, hasn't he?
He does not want to relinquish this lead. As long as I put the leaderboard in the background, I'll take it down. I'm sorry. These guys just sit up.
Just couldn't quite get it done.
What a race.
Yeah.
What a battle.
Awesome from both of them. And this is setting up beautifully for the final phase of this final stage with 62 laps to go from here.
And Jeff, you mentioned their lap times. They're actually pulling away from Bowman. Unbelievable with this battle.
Oh, good run right here. With pressure coming from Chastain.
Yeah.
And the 77 is not far behind.
That slow pit stop has just killed the 77. That was extra 2 seconds. This is to unlap himself, which is very important, but I love the call. The execution not quite as good as it needed to be.
He just cannot make this fast. Had good run right there, but now Hocevar is going to take this bottom lane. What does this do to Blaney? 3 wide. Actually helps Austin Dillon.
Clear.
They go either side of John Hunter Nemechek, and Hocevar's able to unlap himself.
That was one of those hip checks that he can blame on Hocevar, right? He gets in there. I can't run any lower.
And that was the point of separation for Austin Dillon.
Now, if you're Blaney, you might want to jump to pit road a lap earlier. No, the 3's going to come. I love the call by Dillon. Not going to get jumped to pit road this time. He gets the lead. He comes to pit road. First to attack, the 3 of Dillon with the race lead. 59 to go. Kim.
They quickly jumped on the radio, said pit now, want to be the first to pit last if possible. No major complaints from Austin. That car's so good on the long run. Looking for what could be the money stop here for fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel.
Great job from Austin Dillon to get out around the 42. I thought he was going to get blocked in. The John Hunter did stop very deep in his box. Blaney continues though. So now Blaney might think, hey, Dillon ran me down with some tires. Maybe he's going to run.
Fair warning, if the stream does go down, I will start it back up.
He'd be on the other side of this, but nope. Him and Bowman stay on the racetrack.
Is that the call from crew chief Richard Boswell that's going to get the win for the 3 of Austin Dillon?
Now the 3 needs to get unlapped quickly. Remember, he is a lap down to Blaney currently in the
tires these first 2 laps. Take care of them.
Take care of him. He knows they have to go 57 laps, so take care of him. Austin Dillon sees the 12 and goes, man, let me just unlap myself real quick.
I have no right rear tire left.
Blaney screaming about right rear grip.
No right rear tire left.
Oh, he's screaming because he saw Austin Dillon hit pit road. He's like, I want to hit pit road too. I need some fresh tires.
And he's right.
We'll pit this time.
Pit this time. Okay, the 12's going to come to pit road. You lose 29 seconds. So the 12, even with a perfect stop, is going to come 4 or 5 seconds behind the 3 on the racetrack, but have 3-lap fresher tires or 4. 3 or 4-lap fresher tires. Let's see how Blaney does get on his entry. That's first, Jeff.
Got to get on pit road cleanly. He's under the orange box, so he's good there. Bowman follows him on the pit road. Kim.
And for Ryan Blaney, looking for not only his first win at Richmond, but what would be his first top 5 here at this short track. They've gotten that car turning to Ryan's liking. They are done with that stop. Wow.
Alex Bowman brings a 48 to his pit stall. He said it was a little bit freer this run, but still pretty good for the 48 driver.
48 pitted as well. Blaney leaving. You're going to see on the 48 on the right. Blaney's going to hold serve to the 48. Now the question is, how far up the road will the 3 of Dillon be? It should be about 5 seconds, which I imagine is going to be most of the backstretch. That's what all of the tools say. Dillon is in the middle of 3 and 4. Blaney just now on the end of the backstretch. So the gap is now set. The tires have reset. Can the fresher tires pay off for Blaney as they did on that long run for Dillon?
I like this call by the 3 car, and here's why. They have the best car in the long run. So yes, they've given up some tire to this 12 car, but I don't know 40 laps down the road that the 12 car can be as fast as the 3, even with a little bit fresher tire. I just think that's the strength, and I think they played to the strength. I love this aggressive call.
The old saying, be the first to pit last. And is that going to be the magic play for the 3?
Man, there's a big lead on him over a straightaway.
Okay, so here's what I need. If I'm Austin Dillon, I need one thing and one thing only. Where is the guy that when all this cycles out, Blaney, where is he? What is his pace? I really don't need to be a whole lot faster than he is. I just need to be the same pace or just a little bit slower. Don't eat these tires up.
So with 51 laps to go, remember the gap. It's just under 15 seconds. Blaney, back from race leader, will give you the gap to Dillon.
Action. Applebee's 2 for $25.
Zoom in.
Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees like the new chicken Parmesan fettuccine.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25.
Sorry, were we in that shot?
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at safelight.com.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
Do you want me to take that for you?
That's okay.
Even taking a photo can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Okay, everybody, big smiles. Very good.
Okay, phone back.
One more for safety. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's do a fun one. Hold up the buildings behind you. Hold up the buildings. That's great.
I'm so sorry.
How do y'all know each other? You friends?
Greg?
Okay, everybody jump in the air at the same time.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. All right, from the top.
Pod's last sale of the summer has been extended. Save up to 25% on moving and storage until September 22nd. And see why Pods is the most awarded container moving company. But don't wait. Book now and save up to 25% at pods.com.
There's a place no map will show you, where GR cars turn into full-blown track beasts. Every apex we nailed, every second we shaved, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. You in?
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. There's fish-shaped volcanoes, you'll even find a French fry veg. But just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch as you're heading for a McDonald's.
Come get the new Mount McDonaldland shake when you order the McDonaldland meal.
Next weekend, we head to the World Center of Racing. Going to be fabulous, and it is the cutoff race at Daytona International. We'll see you on NBC on network television, 7:30 p.m. Eastern next Saturday night. But there's a whole bunch else going on across the 3 national series, so it's going to be fun. So, qualifying for Xfinity Series, the race, Cup practice and qualifying on True TV, and then we will go racing on Saturday night. Hey, let's take a look at the Xfinity fastest lap. And Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick. What could have been for Tyler Reddick if he wasn't caught up in that? What could have happened for Bubba Wallace without that stray wheel?
A lot of racing left to go here. But clearly, if Austin Dillon can win this race, he will lock himself into playoffs. But think about next week, Daytona. 5 of the last 7 summer Daytona winners. They got the first win of the year at that race. Yeah. So you have to assume that's going to happen again.
Carson Hocevar is going to continue with his strategy. We expect him to come on the pit road this time. I just think, it's kind of gone away with pace and speed. Now, Blaney, on the other hand, has knocked that gap that you talked about down now under 5 seconds, Diff. Under 5 seconds. So a little bit of traffic for the 3 and 4 lap fresher tires for Blaney really paying off.
What you got, Marty?
Diff, you got to give credit to Luke Lambert for throwing the Hail Mary here with Carson Hocevar, trying to do the 3-stop strategy in stage 3. I think a couple of execution issues trying to get to pit road, and now a second execution issue, back-to-back stops where they've had to re-jack up the right side of the car for the 77. That doesn't help. And I think car-wise overall, Lee, they've gone way too free, way too early in the runs. But they tried something at least to get the 77 up front. We'll see where he cycles out of this 3rd stop in stage 3.
Jeff, you and I talked at the beginning who we thought could win, and there are cars that show up with speed that could win, but the execution is so difficult, and just a little bit of trouble on the right side again. Right side goes in. Jackman just prematurely drops the jack. Kind of as simple as that. Slow right rear. Jackman just didn't wait. It was going to be slow either way. But that'll probably be the final chance for the 77 for something to happen. So now I kind of look forward to what's happening on the racetrack, and I think it's as simple as, barring a yellow, it's can the 3 of Austin Dillon hold off a hard-charging Ryan Blaney with 4-lap fresher tires and now under 4 seconds from behind.
Yeah, he's taking chunks of time out of him. From 5 seconds down to 3.9. Ryan Blaney is storming towards Austin Dillon. Alex Bowman, what a great night for the Hendrick driver. And Daniel Suarez remains in the top 5 in 4th in his Quaker State Trackhouse Chevy. Joey Logano from last to 5th. What a night it's been here in Richmond, and it's not over yet.
Probably. And they're going to full commercial break, or side. Sorry.
And Doug.
Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Limo and I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh, yeah. We do that, too.
The limo?
At your service.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. For a limited time, you can save up to $800 off select adjustable mattress sets or get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchase. Plus, no interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Only at Ashley.
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
Or the mission won't.
That's why we partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
He's a belle, he's a boy, he's Belt Boy. Hotels bring him joy, he's Belt Boy. Desk clerk with the best perks, like up to 20% off hundreds and thousands of hotels and a whole lot of other stuff I can't get into right now.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at safelight.com.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Sonic just made snack time official with Dollar Snacky Hour. Dollar corn dogs,
I just can't
dollar
show
mozzarella
that legally,
sticks,
'cause that'll get,
and dollar soft pretzel twists
copyrighted.
every day from 2 to 5 p.m. Sonic Snacky Hour. Live free, eat Sonic.
30 laps to go. That's it in this 400 lap cookout 400. And for the 35-year-old from Welcome, North Carolina, it's about 240 miles from where we sit here in Richmond. Austin Dillon. Can he do it? Can he
I think
get
Williams
there?
gonna catch him. Blocking
Hadn't
it.
led laps since this race a year ago. And here tonight he's led 78. What a turnaround. That speed has been coming in recent races for RCR, for both their cars. But can it go all the way? Let's take a walk through the field. And Kimmy Kuhn, if you would, kick us off.
Yeah, and Lee, Austin Dillon has been very complimentary of that race team, especially recently. He said, I feel like this is one of the strongest teams I've ever worked with. I'm super excited about the finish of this year. Not only that, what they have for 2026, but they have had speed all weekend. In fact, Richard Boswell telling me they weren't really happy with their speed from lap 1 to 15 of a run, but they said after about lap 30, they kick it into gear so strong on the long run. Running behind him in that second position, Ryan Blaney still looking for his first top 5 at Richmond. Talking with crew chief Jonathan Hassler, he said, look, he's had some struggles with tire management at Richmond, but if you look at intermediates that have fall off, he's great there. He just hasn't been good here. He said, I think it's all a mental thing with Ryan. He gets in his own head about it, especially with lackluster stats here. If we can just get him focused, we can break out of the cycle, Dave.
They told Alex Bowman, you are on pace to take the lead, and that'd be a good thing because we showed you the playoff bubble on the lower left a moment ago, and Bowman is down to 16th. A new winner like Austin Dillon would push him out. He has got to find a way to the front, Marty.
Boy, Dave, best run in recent memory for Austin Cindric, who's been in the top 10 the entire day. And what he will tell you is his least favorite track. Not his least favorite, but his least successful track. So he borrowed Joey Logano's setup coming into the weekend. And man, this 2-car has come to life. And Austin has delivered behind the wheel. Sitting in 4th right now, looking at top 5, Dave.
Daniel Suarez is that top 5 car, not racing for Trackhouse Racing next year. We know that. We don't know what he's going to do, but nights like tonight and days like last weekend at Watkins Glen go a long way. 7th last week, currently running 5th, Kim.
What a rebound on the weekend for Joey Logano, currently running in the 6th position. Rewind yesterday, had a tire issue in practice, then could not complete his qualifying effort. Started from the rear of the field, took advantage of strategy. Paul Wolf telling me this has always been a great track for us. Short tracks are our strength. We need a good run these last 2 races for team morale before the playoffs. And talk about needing team morale before the playoffs. How about the 5 of Kyle Larson? They have been searching for momentum. Crew chief Cliff Daniels saying these next 2 races are imperative, so we start the playoffs on the right foot. Already Kyle Larson running in the 7th position in front of Denny Hamlin.
Kim, in his hometown race, Denny Hamlin's going to think about what could have been tonight with a car that he called, quote, exceptional. But the execution was not exceptional for the 11 team. A handful of rough stops on pit road, 1 speeding penalty, and 1 wreck. Hamlin still with a lot of speed, though. He's been hanging out in that 7th, 8th position, battling Josh Berry right now, Lee, for that spot.
And Marty, it's a night of what could have been. He described his car as superb earlier in the night, but just too many hiccups, too many times been pushed back on the back foot. But he's hanging tough, still in 9th place.
Back up front, Austin Dillon with 4 lap older tires than Ryan Blaney, who's in 2nd. And Austin Dillon, even though older tires, he is faster than Blaney. This was the strength of this 3-car all night long. He has a very unique line that he runs around this racetrack, especially on this part of the racetrack. Watch what he does. He runs that car way low. He never even gets close to the wall. Everybody else uses all of the racetrack on the exit of turn 4. He does not use it. There is more grip at times on the bottom of this racetrack. Let's do it again when the 17 is no longer in the picture. Austin Dillon to the bottom of the racetrack, runs up the hill a little bit in the middle, left side's on the yellow line on exit. Look, there is a lane between he and the wall. Let's go back and look at the 12 car. 12 car running second, really good speed. He is using all of the racetrack, trying to get by SVG right here. Let's see if he clears him. You got to clear him, so I give the example. But you watch what he does. He goes to the bottom. All this looks the same. It all is the same as what the 3 is doing, but the 12 runs all the way up the racetrack to the wall. Even though he's trying to pass SVG, it shows you the advantage that Dillon has. He's able to run a shorter distance around the racetrack, more rear grip, and that is why he has had so much pace.
Continuing to grow the advantage. It's gone from 3, 4, 3, 5 to 4 seconds now. Austin Dillon over Ryan Blaney. Tell us more about the 12, Kim.
Well, we've talked how good the 3 is on the long run. What does Ryan Blaney think he has for the remainder of the race, the last 17 laps? Take a listen to the radio.
Oh, no, way too hard. Saving the whole round and then struggling.
So you heard him say falling off way too early and way too hard. So it does not look like there is longevity in the tires for Ryan Blaney as we count down the laps here at Richmond.
And if the 48, Steve, can get by, we go on board the Ally Chevrolet of Alex Bowman. He can get by. There's some more points there, and he's living life on the line. As far as the playoff points are concerned, Bowman will be the 16th and final one heading to Daytona as he gets ready to make a move on Ryan Blaney.
48 right now is the fastest car. He had a couple of issues with lap traffic that cost him big chunks with 16 to go. I'm just not sure he can make up 4 seconds. You would talking, it'd be basically a quarter second a lap. That would be huge chunks.
How far back, Corey?
Well, he got a half a second that lap, so we'll see if he continues. And you heard Blaney ask how far back's 4th. So for Bowman, the question is, can he muster a charge to the 3? He has a little bit of miscellaneous traffic. The 3 of Dillon is in traffic.
Dillon ran a 25 that lap. Bowman ran a flat.
In traffic.
0.2 of a second faster.
It's down to 3.6 seconds.
And you got to be careful because normally you can project these out pretty easily, but with these low grip tires or high fall off tires, however you want to pay. You know, we've seen them fall off a cliff, right? Like last week at Watkins Glen. I know it's very different, but there's guys that give up seconds over the last couple laps. So the 48 now is at least on the same straightaway as the 3. He's got to push the issue and make the 3 run some good laps. That last time, though, a wash.
Yep, that was stable. They were both very level. So it stays at 3.6 seconds. 13 laps to go. That's all here in Richmond.
And Austin Dillon is very happy to see about half a front stretch clear in front. I was called out a year ago when I didn't think the practice speed of the 3 was real, and I didn't think he had an opportunity. We talked about it in the pre-race. I wasn't going to be caught off guard a second time. He came back a year later, a different tire, a year's worth of development, yet still has something between how he drives this racetrack and what they've given him to drive that is just different. And it is a standout racetrack for the 3 of Austin Dillon.
Only another 1/10 of an advantage to Bowman there, so it's down to 3.4. It's not the chunks that Alex Bowman needs. By the way, we've still got 11 to go. Before we do finish, what have you thought about the tire package that Goodyear brought here? Now we've seen the whole race unfold.
I love the fact that there's so much fall off, and we see the difference with Bowman and Blaney, right? Same number of laps on tires. Bowman's car is driving better. He was able to get by Blaney. Austin Dillon has the best car. He's able to drive by people. A good handling car. You can pass tonight. I think it's a huge win.
Blake Harris there, crew chief, just saying, come on, come on. We've got to get this win to lock ourselves into the playoffs.
I personally like the tire package a lot. It's honestly pretty good this year.
Remember,
I was kind of pissed they didn't bring back the option tire, but it seemed like Goodyear did a pretty good
job. Brought everyone to pit road. The 3 car held the lead off pit road, but then lost the lead on a restart. That's when the pushing and the shoving that ended up removing him from the playoffs started. So, you know, with 9 to go, it is not over.
I can assure you that Austin Dillon remembers that.
Oh,
he
yeah.
does not want a caution right now.
8 laps to go in Richmond. 3.1 seconds. So Bowman did take a couple more tenths of a second out. Richard Childress looks on anxiously.
The only one more nervous than Austin.
RC. Think of the things he's seen, my goodness. Problem with the 48 is traffic ahead. 2 and 3 cars right in his path.
He's got a lot of traffic to deal with. 7 more.
That's great radio. Just take a little pressure off your driver. Hey, the 48 has traffic to deal with. We can't give him time, right? Let him earn it.
I'm going to help. They hate us.
And this is tough for Alex Bowman to try and weave his way through this while trying to catch the 3 with laps dwindling. It's now down to 6 laps as Austin Dillon crosses the line.
Only 13 cars in the lead lap. That 88 car, the last one, he's the first car 1 lap down at 14th.
Not going to help. They hate us. He's not racing anybody either, which is awesome. I know. They hate us.
Got down to 2.9 seconds, but Bowman cannot clear. John Hunter Nemechek, Jesse Love up ahead, Shane Van Gisbergen up high.
And you see the gap heading into next week. Bowman would have 58 points, which would assure that the points would be enough, but no assurance with the potential new winner. And that's what Austin Dillon is proving once again. It can happen. It happened a year ago. We had 2 winners in the last couple races. It was your son a year ago at Daytona, Jeff. We've seen that walk-off win to end the regular season. So the 58 points is a glimmer of hope, but no one wants to be on the cut line heading to Daytona.
Inside the final 4 laps, there are nerves in 2 camps specifically. That's at the top of the box with Richard Boswell, the crew chief of Austin Dillon and the RCR team.
And I'm going to give it to Richard Boswell. Remember, he ran the 12 car down past the 12 and then
called him in.
Called him to pit road first. So hard to pit first as the lead. Great work from on top of the pit box and just spectacular work from behind the wheel.
One of the foundation teams in NASCAR Cup Series competition has needed a boost. And this boost is just the juice that they need.
He wants to see that white flag. He knows that would be an assurance of no more restarts.
Five wins on his Cup career, 6 poles.
It's been 3 years since Austin Dillon went to the playoffs. He comes to the last lap.
White flag.
1 to go, presented by Credit One Bank.
This would be his first win with crew chief Richard Boswell. Both have won before, but never together.
Last year here at Richmond Raceway, it was controversy right here, where there was contact with Joey Logano, contact with Denny Hamlin. There's no contact this year. It's all Austin Dillon. He's going to the playoffs.
Let's go, baby! Who is your daddy? Let's go!
Austin Dillon wins in Richmond.
Good job.
I'm pretty sure he just said,
So
who's
there's
your
a
daddy?
of his grandfather, who says what Steve just said. Great call, Richard Boswell. Win and you're in, and the 3 is in. They're going to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs.
You were supposed to do it last year. And 4 seconds. I am so proud of you. Just remember one thing. Got a pros is the proud that just never.
You don't think there's some passion behind that burnout?
A year in the making.
Austin Dillon said he was pumped about tonight. He loves Richmond, and he's a Daytona 500 winner. He knew over the next 2 weekends he had a chance. That chance has become a reality.
Lee, this is going to be a team celebration this year. The three-team and Austin Dillon leave no doubt. Welcome to the playoffs, Austin Dillon.
Good shit.
You can tell he left it all out there on the track tonight.
Hell yeah!
Austin, the way it all played out last year, how important was it for you to come back in front of the sellout crowd and do it the right way?
Man, that feels good. I got to thank the good Lord above, you know. I really wanted that one. Last year hurt really bad, just going through the whole process of it. But this one feels so sweet. And, man, I love Richmond. Our Winchester Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet is really good. I was thrown out a lot this week. Didn't feel great. I'm actually racing with a broken rib right now for the last 2 weeks. And, man, that was awesome.
All the emotion this team went through, the entire organization at RCR, does this year-long wait make it worth it?
Oh, for sure. You know, God has timing, and his timing is the best timing. So excited to get my wife and kids here to celebrate with us. Man, it's so sweet. My dad prayed with me before the race. He was at our hunting land doing some food plots, and it's just so special. Every one of these means so much to me, and my grandfather for all that he's put up and believing in me, because there's been a lot of ups and downs, and could have been easy for him to change the drivers in this 3-car, but today it feels really darn good.
Why Richmond? What is it about this place that makes you come alive?
Tire management. I probably am the slowest to get going on some of these tracks when it really comes to high grip, but when it comes to these places and taking care of your stuff, I'll go against the best of them.
How about doing this for RCR? Did you feel like you were carrying the weight of the entire company with you in those final few laps?
Man, we really love it and welcome North Carolina. When you cross those railroad tracks, it's all for one and one for all. So I'm really pumped to be driving for my grandfather and our family.
I think he also loves it in Richmond, Virginia as well. His brother Ty, first one on the scene, and to welcome Austin Dillon into the 2025 Cup Series playoffs.
Beautiful family moment.
Drive it back?
And we're going to talk more about this and Richmond as a whole in the Progressive post-race show, which is coming up. This is going to be a popular victory. Two wins at Richmond within the space of a year, but two very different outcomes. Just the one race in Richmond this year, and boy, it was worth it. A new winner and a new entrant into the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs.